My name's Desmond. I'm an urban farmer at the Northeast Market Garden. I run Firebug Farm, and this is my second year.
All right, can you tell me a little bit about what that is?
Yes, so I sell produce at the farmer's market, and I grow everything right on my small plot. It's like a microfarm, about 3,000 square feet. I don't spray any herbicides or pesticides. I'm all organic. I try to grow with nature as much as possible and encourage bugs and critters to move in, and it's been a blast.
Wonderful. So what are the things that help you be successful in both the gardening side of things and also the selling side?
Yes. I would say like biodiversity and community. Within the garden, what's made me successful is, not disturbing my soil, so then my worms are really good and they cycle nutrients, and that keeps the mycelial networks intact, and then that cycles nutrients from the soil to the plants and vice versa. And it's echoed through selling the food too, because the only reason that works is because of community. So I'm so grateful for the Northeast Market Garden to give me a spot to sell my food, and I'm so grateful for the local food purchase agreement, because that ensures that any excess food I have from the market, I get to still sell at retail rates, and that gives me the financial stability to continue on this journey. So I'm very grateful for all of that.
And where does the excess food go?
There's a group we work with called Loaves and Fishes, and they pick up our food and they distribute it through their network of food shelves and such. And then we've also donated to some churches who've come and pick up food, and they cook it, and then they give it to people who need it. Very, very grateful for all that. Keeps my heart full to know this food is going to people in places that need it.
Wonderful. So what are the things that make it difficult for you to do your work, and what are the things that you perhaps want to see happen that would make that easier, whether that's policy or just things in the ground?
Yeah. So for urban farming, land access is definitely the trickiest topic and the most relevant, even to the point of I think of all the kids who grow up in the city in like a big apartment complexes and never even get the chance to touch the dirt. Farmers that never even got the chance to know that this is their interest, So I'm very grateful. I grew up in the country. My mom had a garden growing up, and that is where my seeds started to germinate, So as much as I selfishly want to grow food on all the empty lots in the city, so I can sell it and do all that, I'm also just so motivated to open up land for the kiddos, so they get to see what all this is about and see where their food comes from. And I feel like in order to care about nature, you need to experience it and play with it and be a part of it, and land access for more than just the purpose of generating equity, which is what we need to do, but also for the next generation to have the chance that we have,
Can you say a little more about why it's so important for kids to touch dirt and to understand where their food is coming from? How does that impact their mental and physical well-being and health?
I'll say really on the practical side, knowing where your food comes from, it helps you make the choices that are good for your body, nutritional wise, you start to realize after trying a carrot straight from the ground that this is nourishing your body in a way that a processed fast food sandwich just doesn't, but if that's all you might not be aware that there's better food out there. So I would say, like, from a nutritional standpoint, like, this processed food, all the high fructose corn syrup, like, isn't really feeding us in the way that we need to. And for kids to make, choices that are good for their body and, like, taste better, we need to, introduce them to the sweetness of a carrot, like, that's candy once your palate is adjusted to, like, a more realistic sensation of what sweetness is. We have, like, these hyper palatable foods in the grocery store that aren't really feeding us. And then I would say there's something really good, like, mental health wise, about, like, putting a seed in the ground, putting the energy in to grow it, taking care of this thing, and then having something come out of it that's, like, practical and tangible, and it makes your work feel worth it. We do a lot of, like, abstract things, like, on computers and everything, and I think it can be hard for our bodies to, like, know that what we're doing is valuable and worth it. And in the garden, it's so direct. It's just, like, straightforward, and you get to eat your product. I feel like all that's been really important for me, and I imagine that kids get a lot from it. I mean, it's like, all of the social media is very good at, like, the instant gratification too. So to have a seed that you need to be patient with, and it works on, like, a natural timeline, I think can be a really grounding sensory experience. I believe in all that.
Absolutely. So for people that don't know anything about urban farming and gardening, what is the one thing you want them to know and understand about the work that you do?
Yes, you can make a difference. I grew almost 500 pounds of food on under 1,000 square feet of space. If all you have is a cardboard box that you fill up with soil and grow potatoes, you're going to be glad that you did it. Those potatoes are going to be the best potatoes you've ever had. You can do a lot in a small space, and getting your hands dirty is nothing better than that. So just do it. Follow your heart.
All right. Thank you so much.